Okay, so I'm going to be reading a passage out of The Giver. It's chapter 13, and it's right after Jonas received a memory from The Giver, and it's a memory of color. So he was shown a rainbow, and he's kind of all these questions and visions. So this is just a conversation, so I'm going to just read it. Okay. The Giver told him that it'd be a very long time before he had the colors to keep. But I want them, Jonas said angrily. It isn't fair that nothing has color. Not fair? The Giver looked at Jonas curiously. Explain what you mean. Well, Jonas had to stop and think it through. If everything's the same, then there aren't any choices. I want to wake up in the morning and decide things. A blue tunic or a red one. He looked down at himself at the colorless fabric of his clothing. But it's all the same anyways. Then he looked and laughed a little. I know it's not important what you wear. It doesn't matter. But it's the choosing that's important, isn't it? The Giver asked him. Jonas nodded. My little brother, he began, and then corrected himself. No, that's inaccurate. He's not my brother. Not really. He's this new child that my family takes care of. His name's Gabriel. Yes, I know about Gabriel. Well, he's at the right age where he's learning so much. He grabs new toys when we hold them out in front of him. My father says he's learning small muscle control, and he's really cute. The Giver nodded. But now that I can see colors, sometimes I was thinking, what if I could hold things up that were bright red or bright yellow, and he could choose instead of sameness? He might make the wrong choices. Oh. Jonas was silent for a minute. Oh, I see what you mean. It wouldn't matter for a new child's toy. But later, it does matter, doesn't it? We don't dare let people make choices on their own. Not safe, the Giver suggested. Definitely not safe, Jonas said with certainty. What if they were allowed to choose their own mate and choose wrong? Or what if, he went on, almost laughing at the absurdity, they choose their own jobs? Frightening, isn't it? The Giver said. Jonas chuckled. Very frightening. I can't even imagine it. We really have to protect people from wrong choices. Okay, so that passage that I read, I chose to read it primarily for the controversial views of it and that people have of it, because he simply states, when he talks about people making their own decisions, it's frightening. And that's not how, the day-to-day life of an American lives their life. We make all of our decisions because of all the amendments we have, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and they don't practice that in the community. And I think to some citizens in the United States, it's very frightening that we have young children reading this book. I personally don't feel like it should be frightening because it's allowing kids' imagination to go to another place and kind of see what another world would be like, and it's a utopia. So I don't think it's fair for people to try to ban the book because of the lack of freedom that the community has in Jonas's world, and comparing it to our world and all the freedom we do have. So that's why I chose The Giver for the week of banned books of 2016.